Welcome to Wealth Generators, the financial fitness company. Let me just start by giving you the story of our founding. Our founders, Chad Miller and Ryan Smith, 20 years ago had a dream. They opened up a stock brokerage firm to help people grow their money in the marketplace. And this was before the day trading days. And when people came into their offices in those days, because that's the only place where you could do the trades, they watched them continually lose their money. And so when the day trading industry started to emerge, they started a national trading education company. And this company grew to almost $300 million a year, teaching people how to trade their own money in the marketplace. They charged between $3,000 and $30,000 for this service, and yet the results were really tepid at best, with only 10% of the people really having any meaningful success because it took them out of life and they're emotionally trading. So they sold that company off to the Robert Kiyosaki Group and started an online subscription training company. And so they taught people online for $100 to $200 a month, and still the numbers were not much better, with maybe 10 to 15% success rate. Same thing, it took them out of life. People had jobs, lives, families, and then they were emotionally trading at best. And so they had kind of an aha moment. And that moment was, why don't we just tell them what to do? And so from that, they ran a test market for some period of time, found out that the success rate jumped to almost 65% immediately. They knew that they were onto something, and therefore 2 years ago, they started putting together Wealth Generators. Now, we are a full financial fitness company with a full financial fitness concept. I kind of want to go through this with you now and kind of give you the highlight of why we are, what we do, and why it's so important. In the first place, a successful financial finish line is what we're all looking for in life. And yet the statistics prove that only about 5% of the people ever really reach that. And so with the 95%ers out there, this is the particular group that Wealth Generators is here for, to be able to help those people have the information access that they need, okay, to be able to jump into that 5%, make their money work for them, and have a financial successful finish line. Because you see, information access gives you a financial GPS. It keeps you on track in a world that's full of misinformation. And then, of course, the person has to take action when it's presented. Now, we have a concept called Find, Grow, Keep. We find extra money within your own finances that you didn't know that you even had, and then we grow your money in the financial markets, and then also through the bonus plan. And then we show you how to keep the money by ensuring that you're taking every advantage of every tax deduction available to you. Let's talk about, first of all, Find. In the first place, WG Money Software. This is an incredible PFM. I've never known anybody in my life that has true successful financial fitness that doesn't use a PFN or personal financial manager. With this software, you just simply enter in all of your accounts, from your checking accounts to your credit cards to your loans to your assets to your house to your brokerage accounts, everything. And in real time, all day long, it aggregates everything onto one piece of software. This is a national aggregation system that banks use, and this has the exact same security encryption as if you just logged online to your bank account. And what it does is it shows all of your expenses in one place all the time. You never have to enter in any information. And from that, you can create a budget, you can create a debt elimination module, and it has a net worth calculator to let you know where you are every single day. And why is that important? Because if you don't know where you are, you can't get to where you want to go. It's just like a GPS on your phone. If it doesn't know where you are right now, there's no way to find your destination. And so let's talk about a little bit more about this. We have partnered up with Ross Jardine, which is America's Money Mentor, and he has a money management training course. There's 10 money management training lessons that go all the way from committing to changing your financial destiny to money values, stop adding debt, increase your cash flow, and managing and protect your credit identity, and so forth and so on. These are lessons with a workbook that he gives you assignments and activities, and then you take from that the information that you learn and you apply that to your own personal financial plan. And then on top of that, we have a growth area. The growth area, this is really where we started, was that with our owners being professional traders and being attached to this market out there. Our Wealth Generators experts have over 40 years experience between the three people. They've developed 6 successful strategies. They do the research, they manage the strategies, and they deliver to us these concise trade alerts via email. And each trade alert comes with its own information. Let me show you how that works. Number one, they get you into the trade, they hold your hand through the trade, and they get you out of the trade. You don't have to know anything about trading, anything about the stock market. It truly does pass the 12-year-old litmus test. What they do is it comes in 4 colors, and it'll come on your smartphone via email. All that you do is just simply open up a brokerage account, which is free to do, and we can show you how to do that. And then what you do is you just simply will, they give you $100,000 of what we call paper money or virtual money to actually play with these trades without really having any money at risk out there until you understand it more. But these trade alerts, they come in 4 different colors: green, red, yellow, or blue. Green means they anticipate the trade going up in value, red going down, yellow is a sideways trade, and blue is information through the trade. And so they tell you what the trade is. They give you the explanation as to why they believe that this is a good trade right now, and then they give you the history of the trade, and then they deliver to you a trade screen with the numbers actually filled in. All you do is take those numbers off, put those on your trade screen, whether you're paper trading or live trading, and simply push the button. Along with that as well, they give you a little video with each one of these trade alerts that comes out 2 minutes, where the market expert tells you exactly what numbers to put in where and what buttons to push. And then directly following each one of these trade alerts, there is a live webinar that's released to answer any questions that you might have about placing that particular trade. So it becomes a no-brainer, and it allows the 95 percenters to finally have access to the market that the 5 percenters have always taken advantage of. They've developed 6 winning strategies. From all of these strategies here, they developed and they have broken those up into 2 3-packs, a monthly 3-pack and a weekly 3-pack. And they do that for diversification and simplification. But you see, a monthly 3-pack is 3 trades per month. That might take you an hour a month for that. A weekly 3-pack is 3 trades per week, and that might take you an hour per week. And so what they do is, and as a matter of fact, look at these 2 stocks. This stock went from over 2 years, from January 13 to December 14, $50,000 in this stock would have grown to be worth almost $95,000. That would have been a good stock to buy. There's another stock that started out around 45 or 50,000 and grew to almost 145,000. That would have been another one good to buy. Well, folks, these are our strategies, both monthly and weekly. Now, let me give you an example of what we do when we're trading emotionally. We will usually buy at this point and we sell at this point. We buy at this point, we sell at this point. We buy at this point, we sell at this point. Have you ever asked yourself why people lose money in the market? That's because they only put their money in when it's going up and they always sell when it's going down. That is an emotional response to the marketplace. Our 2-year performance history, since we've been in business now, actually live trading, this is our actual live trade track record. In any 6-month window to the day, there has never been a time where we have not generated a profit during that period of time. And so I want to kind of give you just a little bit more about that and the track record of it on the next screen. This is our monthly 3-pack. Over 6 months, we've had 14 actual trades. 1 year, 30 trades, and over the last 2 years, 50 trades. Now, after you add up all of the winners and losers, each one of our monthly trades, over 50 of them, average 14.5% ROI per trade. On the weekly 3-pack, same thing, 6 months, 1 year. We had 218 trades over the last 2 years, and after winners and losers, averaged 5.7% per trade. Now, folks, if you'd averaged 1% at a passbook savings account over the last 6 years, I mean, one trade may have been equivalent to your money at the bank there for 6 years. I mean, this is crazy. Remember, this is return on investment, the money invested in the marketplace. What that turns into is, if you take the total number of trades in each of these areas, this is what we're looking at. It is a 727% return over 2 years on your money invested, and over on the weekly 3-pack, 1,235% return in that same period of time. And so here's the question that I ask. If there were 10 people lined up in front of you, how many people out of 10 do you think, no matter where they had their money the last 2 years, wish they'd have had it here? Resoundingly, over the last 6 months since we started actively marketing this program, everyone has told me, well, all 10. That tells you what we have in terms of value as a product in the marketplace. Okay, also the most important thing is keep, because people that make money, the biggest bill that they have every year, generally speaking, is their tax bill. And you want to make sure that you're qualifying for all the tax deductions legally that you can. And so we have a program that we have partnered with called TaxBot. Sandy Botkin, which is the founder and owner of this, was a CPA tax attorney. He was a former IRS agent trainer for years and years. On your mobile phone, it tracks everything you do, from your GPS for your mileage. So when you start out, you just push start tracking. When you drive to where you're going, when you get there, you push end tracking. It automatically calculates the miles, the amount of deduction per mile, puts it in a digital file later in the year to print out for your accountant. Same thing happens with the receipts tracked. All that you do, you don't have to keep paper receipts anymore. This is audit safe, and all you do is take a picture of the receipt, no matter if it's a meal ticket or you're buying something for business, whatever it is, take a picture of it, put the category and what it is in there, and then you just simply push the submit button, and again, it's logged in a digital file in a report that can come out at the end of the year. There's over 40 tax training videos in this service that will allow you to be able to get 100% of the tax deductions that you legally are qualified to take. And then also the product and pricing. This is very important because everything I had just explained to you is only $129 a month. Now, the initial pricing, now let's go over that again. There's WG Money, which is the personal financial management software, the education system, the trading alerts with the weekly or the monthly 3-pack, the webinar after that, the TaxBot, all of that for $129 a month. The initial startup pricing for just a customer or a member is $129.99. To if you want to make money and you want to become what we call a generator distributor with a company, it's $149.99, or there's a qualified generator pack of $249.99. I want to talk to you just about the generator pack of $149.99 first, and then I will go into the qualified generator after that. Okay, but the most important thing to understand is that in our growth strategies, before I move on, if you do everything we've asked you to do, in other words, what you do is our strategy for investing in the market is that you don't put more than 10% of available funds in any one trade, put the same amount in every trade, and do every trade. And if you do that, and then over a 6-month period of time, which we've never had a period of time in the company we've had to pay this out, for whatever reason you don't generate a profit, we will reimburse you the $129.99 a month, and then times that by 3, you've got $2,339 check we will give you back if, in fact, you're not successful with these trades. Okay, let's talk about growing your wealth while helping others. This is our bonus plan. It's a simple thing. It's a 4K all the way to 1 million K, basically, and these are the volumes that is required to get at those things. And then there's building blocks in the system. Once you get 3 personally enrolled generators, the $129 a month now is covered, so you really don't have any cost in the program once you just enroll 3 people that use the service. And then, of course, all you do is that once you have a total of 12 people in your total downline, with 3 of those personally enrolled anywhere in that group, you're going to get a $500 a month check paid to you. Now, folks, that is $6,000 a year for 12 people of residual income. On top of that, as you continue to grow that, when you have a total of 13 people, each one of them count for $100 volume, 13 people in 3 separate legs, with you enrolling 3 people somewhere in that group in your downline, you're going to have a $1,000 a month check on a total of 39 people in your total group. So these are crazy numbers, but that's about $15,000 a year residual income on just 39 people. On top of that, these 2 first clubs, this is not the end of the compensation plan, okay? Then we have the next club. As soon as you get to where you have $10,000 in total group, in other words, 100 people in your total group, you've got a $2,000 check coming out of the Wealth 2000 Club. And then, of course, you continue to grow. When you've got 250, you've got $4,000, $7,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000. These are residual monthly incomes paid out of these clubs based on the volumes over here that we're showing. Now, we also, on top of that, you also get $5 or 5% on every one of these generators or customers underneath you on top of that club money. And so the reality is, folks, is this is a very simple compensation plan, but it has the clubs, it has the unilevel that pays you an additional 5% on up to 7 levels, and then the qualified generator bonus. This is the $249 kit that you start with, and I want to cover that for just a minute because it's $100 more one-time fee than the $149, but it gives you A to Z education video access, and also gives you a monthly Experts Club live webinar with these live market experts that actually are communicating with you back and forth through this live webinar. People love it, and that gives you the ability to participate in the qualified generator bonus. Let me explain to you how that works. This is a basic structure right here. You have levels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels, and here you are at the top. You bring in the blues bring in the reds, and the reds bring in the greens. Those are generations. The way that a qualified generator bonus or a coded bonus works is placement has nothing to do with it. It simply is who enrolls who, then enrolls who, then enrolls who that purchases these packages, okay? And so we have 3 codes, basically, code 1, 2, and 3, which is $40, $75, or $90 that's paid out of that additional $100 for that pack that's being paid out, okay? Now, you can upgrade at any time. So if you come in for $149.99 because you don't have the money now to come in at $249, you can upgrade at any time for the additional $100, and from that point forward, qualify for these coded bonuses and receive the product package. This is the way that it works. On your first, third, and fourth enrollee in the order that you bring them in, whatever the coding is, whatever the bonus is, whether your upline's a 40, a 75, or a 90, that person gets the money. And then also on each one of those people's first, third, and fourth, each one of those people's first, third, and fourth to infinity. This is an infinity enroller bonus through the sale of qualified generator packs. Okay, now you own the second, fifth, and sixth enroller lines. So on the first 6, this is the $40 code, so you get $40 on the second, fifth, and sixth enrollee that you bring in, and then in each of those lines to infinity on everyone's first, third, and fourth, $40 rolls all the way back up to you. Folks, what a coded bonus means is that no matter where that bonus is generated, whether it be 100 levels down or 1,000, that commission or bonus is coded to you. That's why it's called a coded bonus, okay? Now, if there's also another 35 and another 50 because we pay out a total of $90 on that $100 pack to everyone. Okay, now if you want to get into the next level, which is $75 on your 7th, 8th, and 9th personal enrollee, you make $75 on them, and then to infinity, you make $75 on each one of those people's first, third, and fourth, first, third, and fourth to infinity. Now, and then, of course, the $15 goes up line. And then if you want to get into the full code, which is $90, or what we call qualified generator code 3, then it's 10. On your 10th and 11th and 12th and later, all the way to if you bring in 100 personal enrolled people, $90 rolls up to you on each one of their first, third, and fourth. $90 rolls up to them and each one of their first, third, and fourth to infinity. This is the most lucrative component of any compensation plan in direct sales, and we have a very, very good one and very excited about it. And this bonus, by the way, is paid weekly. And so people can make a transition from a check to this company very easily if they need to, if they engage and they have high activity. Now, we also have additional recognition as you advance in rank. As a matter of fact, when you become a 10K, not only are you getting the $2,000 bonus plus the unilevel, but you also get an iPad. And then when you reach the 100,000K, you get a founder's trip around the world. And then, of course, once you reach the 1 million, you get to pick your car of choice, $70,000, $80,000, and it's not a car bonus. We just buy you the car. It's yours, free title. So let me just recap. It's inexpensive to participate. The product, the concept, and the timing is so unique and so powerful out there right now. Thousands of people have joined our concept just in the first few months. We've just launched the company as of April 15th, so timing could not be more important. We have the Wealth Club bonuses, the 7-pay unilevel engine, the qualified generator coded bonus I talked about, and then all of the rank advance additional recognition. And so I want to thank you for your time today and for the time that you spent listening to this. And I would just simply say this. If financial and fitness is important to you, if you really do want to reach that successful financial finish line in your life, you're going to need some help because the way that we've been raised financially is wrong. You know, we're taught wrong principles from the time that we grow up, and those things are generational and pass from one generation to the next. So you can be the person to change that by becoming financially fit with the right tools to be able to achieve that successful financial finish line in your life. And so I'll end it with that. Get back to the person that got you to this video, and I hope to meet you soon. Thank you very much, everyone.
Bye.